So, hi everyone, welcome back. And today in this video, we will talk about an important concept in the programming where we need to understand this concept better in order to just do the real world programming things. Okay, so the topic name is encapsulation. Encapsulation. So, what does it mean by encapsulation? So, we could say we have already talked about the encapsulation. In the previous video, you guys talked, we have seen an example, like we have written a function, right, for damaging the player. So, what is the purpose of damaging the player function? I mean, like let's say if we are damaging the player, what is the purpose? To reduce the health. So how we are keep tracking of the health? So we are keep tracking of the health through a variable, right? For this one, I could say the damage function is indirectly affecting the health. So health variable is not exposed, but damage function is internally changing the data. So this is the concept of encapsulation. So inside the encapsulation, there are two sub things that we should need to understand. The first one is composition. So composition represents the relationship between the two objects in a more contextual or in a more professional example. People might say like how one object contains or forming a relationship with another object. So it is like has a relationship, right? So instance, right? Apart from this, there are a lot of different examples. Like in a motorbike, we have the engine, we have the different kinds of sensors. So those sensors, we can't just say it is a integer, it is a float. We can't just explain them with a single data type. It contains, it is composed of lot of the different properties inside it. Remember what is meant by the properties, which means the variables inside the class are called as properties when it comes in a object form. So encapsulation, inside the encapsulation composition, will talk about that topic. Okay, and we have the another topic as well, which is the aggregation. So aggregation also talk about the has a relationship, but with a small difference. Like if two objects are in a relationship, which means one object encapsulates the another object, but the another object should not form a strong bond, which means if the parent object died, the child object can able to survive, or it can able to live independently. That is meant by the aggregation. So we will see a real world example now. I will show a small gameplay demonstration to understand this better. Okay, let's get started. So I'm back again here. I'm just closing my cam. So here you see I have created a new projects. Okay, so inside this I'm going to create a new folder, which means we will talk about the four pillars of the object oriented programming, right? So encapsulation, I can have like this. So inside this I'm going to create a new actor. So in the blueprint class I'm just going to create a new actor. Maybe I could name it as the baby uh, shield. Okay, it's a baby shield. So now I have created a blueprint. Okay, so it's a new different blueprint. So I'm going to add a component, which means a static component. So in the previous video, I told like when we start understanding the composition, we will understand about the components better, right? Slowly at the end of this video, you guys will get an idea for sure. So I'm going to add a static mesh. Okay. So I'm going to add a static mesh, and I could say shield mesh, just a renaming thing. Okay. So as soon as the component added, you see my details panel getting refreshed, but I need something to represent the shield. Okay. So for this one, I could say right click on this and just go for the fab, or you can just click here. Okay, I'm just going for the fab. Now I could say shield, just type for some asset. Okay, and in the sort by I can go for the lowest first so that I can get the free assets as the priority. And now here, I could use this one. Okay, this looks better. I could use this one, adding to the project, and it's here. So you see, my shield, it's a static mesh. It's here. Okay. So inside the shield, if I select a static mesh in the content browser and I'm going for the blueprint, now I'm clicking here. So I could just easily click this arrow. So now you see my shield is just getting placed. Okay. So what is the next part? So the next part is like I wish to attach this to my character. Okay. If I press the 3 key, I will attach the shield. Okay. Soon after some concept, I will just I will just introduce the collision, Unreal Engine collision system so that we will just get rid of this uh, normal key events. Okay. We will talk about the collision system. So that might be suitable for this case, but please forgive me for this for a while. And I'm clicking here. So if I click here now, the shield is there, right? I need to have a reference already. So I could say attached shield, attached shield. So it is an actor for me. This is enough for now. Okay, an actor level hierarchy is enough. So already we know a technique. Like remember, I have told one of the most optimized way, right? So for understanding purpose, I'm just using it up. So I'm just clicking it here. Get actor of class. It's a single actor. So actor of class. Then in the class, I could say bp underscore shield. Then instead of get, I'm going to have a set. Okay. Then I can just attach this one. Now for sure, if the shield is in the game world, it will definitely, our character will definitely hold a reference. Okay. So I'm just placing the shield inside my, okay, I'm just placing the shield here. So the next part is like I have I need to attach this one, right? So the equivalent node is the attach actor to component. So some people can now a small question like okay, you are just typing the node name and you are getting up, but we are just learning the Unreal Engine. how could I how could I know which node I should need to use? So you see, these are the very basic steps. Okay, I have a set of list that can help us to remember the basic essential concept like attaching the actor, line tracing, collision events, and what is meant by the tags, how to query the object. So these are the very essential things that when you start learning the game development, you need to just know this concept, and by the practice, you guys will easily get this. Okay, I will share a list through in the series. Okay, I'm not sure which video, but I can just say I will share it definitely a list. Okay. Okay, back to the topic. Now, here I can attach the actor to the component, right? So in the component, it is asking some of the parameters. Okay. And in the parameter, I could say like a parent and the target. So the target is going to be the attached shield. So I'm holding the control so that I can get the variable and I can set it up here. In the parent, I can't just normally say the self. Okay. I need a component to get attached because attach actor to the component, right? So I can drag and drop my mesh and I can just make it up here. So I can just make it up here, and now you see the location rules and those stuff are there, right? So if I start making this up, you can see if I just start pressing two things, we have actually messed up. So we have messed up two things. One is we didn't check the collisions. Maybe the character can fly with the shield. Okay, we should need to aware of this, and the size and the things are slightly bigger. We need to just compensate this. If I press the 3 key, you see the shield is relative. Like if I just start rotating the character, you see the location is constrained. Okay, so what we should need to do, we need to snap to the target. Okay, snap to the target will help you to just say like it is like attaching to the target. Okay, so I could say snap to the target, but for the scaling I can just say maybe snap to the target, it's fine. Okay, and attaching it here, if I just press the 3 key, okay, the bug happens. You see the character, it's like something, the collision is actually causing the issue. So how should we fix this? So we can able to fix this like I'm going for the oh, well, selecting the shield things. Now inside the character, instead of snapping to the target, first I need to check, I need to disable the collision for the things. Okay, so attach the shield, I could say the collision, set actor enable collision. Okay, this is the node. So now actor won't collide with any other objects. Okay, I can drag and drop the mesh. Well, what happened? Okay, this one. I forgot to attach the target. Okay, this one. So you can see now the shield is getting attached to the root component. Okay, but we see this is not the proper one, right? It is like we didn't completed the things, which means now a new concept is that we are going to learn. Like we are talking about the aggregation, right? So it means the shield is now a part. Maybe I can attach it or maybe I can remove it. So that's the concept, right? So for this one, I could now say um, in the shield socket name. You see there is a socket name. So I'm going for the mesh component, just traversing it, just going for it, and not here. Maybe the skeletal mesh, it's going to be here. If I start opening it, then I'm going for the skeleton. There you see, I'm going to attach it to one of the bone. Okay, inside the skeleton, I'm going to attach it to the spine 5. That fits properly. So I could right click and add a socket, and I could say like shield socket. Okay, I can attach the shield inside here. But how the shield will looks like, maybe if I just press the snap to the target, it might be like the position may not be satisfactory for us. For this, I'm going to right click on the same socket. So I'm going to add a preview asset. Inside this, I could say shield. I could attach the shield. Okay. So this is how it looks like when it got attached to the character, right? So we can rotate it 90 degrees, get back 90 degrees, get back to it, rotate it 180 degree. Still, the sheer thing is okay. So might be I can select the socket. I could just reduce the size. This fits properly, right? Snapping the target off. So okay. that fits perfectly. Okay, now I can remove the preview asset as well if I need. Let's get back to the engine and just fix this one. Okay, so here in the socket name, remember what we have given here. It's a shield socket. Okay, so I just copy this name and click up here in the shield socket and snap to the target. Yeah, it's all right. And now you see the character is now having the shield. The shield is getting attached. Okay, so similarly I can able to, if I have the 2 key, I can able to detach the shield as well. Okay, I think this is the good stopping point for the video. So for detaching the shield, I can show the functionality like attach actor to the component, right? So detach from component. So detach from the component, and this is not the mesh, it's going to be the actor. So if I press the 2 key, we need to detach the shield, right? So I'm going to get the shield and just type detach from actor, keep things, compile, let's go, attaching it, detaching it. Now you see the shield has gone somewhere. Okay, so I could say keep world, keep world, keep world, attaching and detaching it. Okay, you see now shield is getting attached. If I press the 3 key, the shield will get attached. If I press the 2 key, the shield is detached, right? So this is how we can able to attach and detach the shield object. So here important point, this is how we can attach and detach the object. So here we are forming the relationship. If I take the shield, okay, if I press the 3 key, I can take the shield, but the shield won't destroy with me. The lifetime of the shield is like, let's say if it was a multiplayer game, the shield can be like taken by the another player as well. If it was a single player game, then the shield will get destroyed with me. So this is the difference. So aggregation will just talk about this, like the shield is now alive. We are just forming the relationship, but a loose relationship, like we can take this shield, or we can might take another shield, we can might take another object and attach it to the actor, right? So but how strong is the bond between the two object? Like the shield can be now aggregated. Okay, it can be attached. If I just remove the shield, the relationship is completely broken. So this kind of relationship is called aggregation. And if the thing is like, if the shield is one of the part of my character, like let's say if I start attaching the shield, if it was one of the part of my character, which means I can able to take the shield, I can able to take the, I can block the damages, shield doesn't have any armor level, then it is like the, it is just composited inside the third person character, this mannequin character. Okay, so this is the difference between the aggregation and composition. So it's a very important stuff to understand. We can catch up in the next video. Please let me know in the comments, like the, if the video is understandable. Okay, we can catch up in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.